push it close. She's in a bad foul mood this afternoon, Bonderby Wild. Now they lock arms. Jockey back in the saddle. So close. Half in, locked in. Well done, gentlemen. Great barrier team. They get Bonderby Wild in. Used up a bit of juice and petrol, I imagine, a bit of energy there. In being cantankerous, the light goes on. Mint Street gets away well with Spruce on the outside of that runner, and Lunessa gets away, but Bonderby Wild, no doubt about the speed showed by this galloper. It goes up on the outside of Lunessa, and Bonderby Wild only a long neck in front of Lunessa. Mint Street back on the inside of Spruce, and then we go back to Boss Bandit. Rogarta 6 lengths away in the last position. Lunessa under a good ride here, this grey, as they come down to the 600 metres mark. Bonderby Wild just sticking with it at this stage, now getting a little bit urgent on it, as round the outside comes Boss Bandit with big bounds coming into the home turn, and Boss Bandit sweeping up wide with Lunessa. Bonderby Wild in the centre, back along the rails. We've got Spruce 2 out from the rails and Mint Street up along the rails, but Boss Bandit, Darren Evans gets busy on this galloper 200 metres from home. He's got the better of Lunessa. Mint Street along the rails. Boss Bandit, he does like the track, and Disco Darren, he's going to dance tonight because he's got a big win on Boss Bandit over Lunessa. 4 lengths in the end. Within the third, and it was a decent run. Bonderby Wild got going again late, and then we get back in the field to Spruce, Mint Street and Rogue Artist at the tail of the field. Boss Bandit been promising to get that win for Viv Jones and Darren Evans, and swept into the race 600 metres from home. Coming to the home turn, you could see it getting wound up around the outside, and Boss Bandit too strong, going away probably about 3 lengths. Lunessa had shown plenty of pace and was battling on. Mint Street and Spruce were back along the rails, maybe not the place to be. And in between those two at the front, Bonderby Wild, after doing all that work behind the start, still ran a decent race. And we'll get these interim numbers, but number 8, clear cut.
8134.
8134. Interim numbers, Charleville race 2, 8134. Boss Bandit, and there's a race-to-race double for the Heroic Valors by Heroic Valor out of She's Invincible and I Am Invincible mare, owned by Viv Jones, Miss P.E. Street and T. Sharp Jones, ridden by Darren Evans, by a 6-year-old bay gelding. Number 8, Boss Bandit, 380 opening market. 1, Lunessa, Brave Run, Improved Run, Puissance Staloon, Todd Banks, Rebecca Kerwin. 3, Bonderby Wild, Paul Randall, Wayne Baker. And 4, Spruce, battled on along the rails, or 2 off the rails, Brendan Newport, Carmel Baker by Pariah. 8134, times and margins.
102.57.
102.67.
3 3/4 by 1 3/4.
3 3/4 by 1 3/4. The track record for this distance is 101.52. The class record has been broken. It was a maiden 103.88. The Class B not previously run over this journey, but the track record 183. So 102.67, 3 3/4 by 1 3/4, 8 1 3 4. Waiting on correct weight.